Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be juicing grapes with this steam juicer. This is an extractor of juice. You can juice herbs, vegetables, as well as fruits. And I have grapes that I harvested, and I'm going to show you for the first time me using this juice extractor. I got it from Lidl's and about 3 years ago, and it sat in the garage. So now I'm using it. So I'm just gonna unbox it really quick. And I also have to wash it. Comes with instructions, and it also has the steaming times on certain vegetables, herbs, and fruits that you can juice. Okay, lid. This is the colander. Okay. So the fruit is going to go in here, and it's going to steam down. And this is the other device, and here is the spigot that is hooked on here. If I can get it off. That will catch the drippings. And the last part this is where you keep the water. So basically there's a groove here. You'll put water in. I just will put it underneath this lip here. I'm going to put some vinegar in. This is stainless steel, and a lot of times, just like with canning, I always am in the habit of putting vinegar in so it doesn't discolor the bottom. And you also got to make sure that there is enough water in there to complete the process. I'm probably going to have to invest in ordering more of these just to have as backup. But this is, the steam will come up through here and steam the grapes. And I'll demonstrate all of that. And here's the lid. So I'm going to wash this up and get us ready. Okay, so I have separated out the grapes from the stems. I have already added some distilled white vinegar into the water so that it doesn't discolor the pot. Waiting for it to come to a boil, which it's pretty much almost there. And then from there, I'm gonna put this pot on top, which is gonna process the steam to make the grape juice. And down here, this is gonna be moved over to the corner. But just to give you an example, I saw this on another video where they set up a step stool and a jar so that it can catch the juice. Right now I still have the clamp on, and once the juice comes through here and fills up to a certain level, then you just simply unclamp it. And that's basically squeezing. Whoa, I don't know if I can squeeze it, but anyway, with one hand, I got the camera in the other. So basically squeeze, and that triggers the release, and then everything comes into this jar. So I have a half-gallon jar here, so that should hopefully get me through this process. Okay, everything's assembled, and I'm just going to set the timer for 45 minutes. And we'll see what happens in a little bit. Hopefully we can fill up this jar. We will see. Okay, we're about 20 minutes in, and I'm gonna check the hose, which actually is hot, and I'm gonna do my best to unclamp it. And then I'm also gonna check the water level and see. I'm looking for my other mitten, and I'm gonna see. Well, let me look at the top first and just see. Okay, it's steamed down a bit, and okay, let me concentrate and try to get this clamp off. Let me see if the clamp is hot. No, it's not. I feel safer. Well, I feel more comfortable squeezing it with no mitten on. And I'm basically gonna hold this so it stays focused. So I hope you can see. And what I'm gonna do is just let this empty out. It's very hot. And once it's out, I'm gonna put it back in to where the grapes are. They say that this is a way to sterilize the tubing. I should have done this earlier, I guess, but it looks like I got about a cup. I'm just letting it empty out. And I'm gonna just pour this in. So let me put my other mitten on. Smells good. All right, so woohoo, that was a steamy process. Okay, so I got a few more minutes on there, and I'm gonna go through this process again. Oh, I gotta check the water level. Hold on. All right, don't you move. Oh, it's not that bad. It looks like it didn't even get that low. And I forgot to tell you, right now I put it on 2 because I knew I was going to do this process. But it says once it gets to a boil to put it on medium heat. So for me, that's usually between a 3 and a 4 for my medium heat. So anyway, just want to let you know that. Normally what I'm going to do is put everything in this one half-gallon size jar, and then I will put it in other pint-sized jars. It's just less movement for me. I don't want to get burnt, and I just want to keep things safe. Then I can always use a funnel and transfer the liquid that way. And this gives me time to get my jars ready. I'm not going to show you the water bath process, but I just wanted to at least show you this far. If I do have time later, I'll add it as a bonus at the end of the video. I think I feel comfortable just having my hand right here on the clamp, then just taking it off altogether and letting it just drip out. Because, you know, when you let go, I don't know where this tube's going to go. Okay, I'm going to... Almost 2 cups, I think. Yeah. I'm just going to lift it up to show you. And my jar was already sterilized, and in between that 45-minute process, I did have it in water, keeping it warm. So it looks pretty good. I can get a facial. But anyway, it smells good too. So let me put this back and see what we get. And the other thing I was grateful for is I did check the tubing connection to make sure there was no leaks and everything beforehand. So I do want to invest in getting more tubing just in case. I never want to be in the middle of a process and have a problem. All right. Hoo-wee. I wanted to show you how it looks, and I'm going to keep it in a little while longer because the grapes don't look like they've deflated as much. I mean, they have from the original level that they were in, but I'm going to see if I can get more juice out of it. My timer has gone off. Okay, so I went about an hour and a half, and it really has condensed down. And what you see, I don't know how hot it is, but it's you see seeds in there and the rest of the pulp. And I just let it drain here for a little bit, and then I'm going to take it up, and then you're going to see in the kettle part where the juice collected if what it looks like. Okay, so there is still some juice in here, and if you look closely, there's a little sediment at the bottom, but not a lot. So it's really good pure juice, and it's very concentrated. All right, I got another warm jar here that I'm gonna catch the rest of the cinnamon. I'm filtering the cinnamon, sorry, and catch the last of this. And I was gonna can, but I have another project I have to finish, and I'm just gonna put this in. And I noticed the longer that I went an hour and a half, so I noticed there's 3 different colors, and I'm sure that the concentration is more intense, but I will do a taste test later, as well as let you know my thoughts on the steam juicer process and any pros, cons, advantages, disadvantages, that type of thing. So I'll follow up with that, okay? All right, so I got about a gallon of juice from the steam juicer that I processed. I tasted all 3 jars, and they had a different coloration, and basically they tasted the same. I don't know if the color was basically due to the skin and the seeds, and how it was longer processed, but that's what it was. Now I'm going to go over the advantages and disadvantages of using the steam juicer that I found. I'm going to read just so that I don't miss anything. But first of all, I want to give it a thumbs up because it is a good tool that I enjoyed using. And it's a great way to utilize your harvest, your produce that you have in abundance. Reading the rest down, the line is, it was easy for me to process. It's stainless steel, good quality. It's simple to use and easy to clean. One of the things I like also is that it's multi-purpose use to steam other fruits and vegetables and make jellies and jams, which I want to do. And also, what I like most about it is that the steam breaks down the cell structure of the grapes and that it doesn't boil. So that keeps the nutrients and the antioxidants in the juice that you're capturing. So those are good advantages. Some of the disadvantages that I had was that the more grapes you put in, the more time it takes. So with anything that you're processing, or like baking, cooking, anything, it takes time. So you do have to give that block of time to complete a project, that you want to do. The only other thing that I found was that I probably will have to buy another hose. I always feel like I want to have a backup in the event that there's a problem. But also with the apparatus, and you notice in the video, it did leak. So I did have to hang it over into a jar, or you'll have to be careful that, or hang it up onto the pot when you're not using it. In the handle area. That's the only safety disadvantage that I saw with the steam juicer. So overall, I did like and appreciate the steam juicer. It is a tool that I'm definitely going to keep in the kitchen and use. I hope to, in the future, make elderberry juice, cranberry juice this holiday season, and apple juice. There's jams and jellies that you can make from it too. One important note is that you can keep the juice in the refrigerator for about up to a week or two to let it rest. And the resting is to let the skins and the seeds or any other sediment settle to the bottom. That's called tannins, tannins, and that is a process where all of that residue crystallizes, and that's after you're finished, in that process of time, that's where you'll have the pure juice. So you could pour out the pure juice, and in your jar at the bottom or the container, or you can strain it, you'll see the crystallized tannins. So I just want to make sure you know that important tip that I will probably show you later on. Let me know if you want to see more content on how to can the grape juice or any other content on the steam juicer. Okay, so I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching, and stay abundantly rooted and grounded.